There's a whole lot of podcasting going on, but ain't none like this one, though. Hey! Get out your feelings. Hey! Come on. Like my page, like my style, like my flame. Get out your feelings. Hey! Like my page, like my style, like my flame. Get out your feelings. Hey! Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Simp7, aka Scott Simpkins, man, and this is another episode of Get Out Your Feelings Sports Podcast. Your boy's back in studio today, and I'm ready to unleash. I'm ready to unleash today because there's so many things that I got to talk about. So go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all for subscribing to this channel, man, and watching the documentary that I have going on with Angel Reese. I think I have like 3 more videos left. One should be dropped tonight, hopefully. And I thank you for the responses. Thank you for the emails, the calls, the DMs, the messages on Facebook, man. I really appreciate it because it means a lot. There's a lot I have to say. There's a lot of information that needs to get out there, and it's another perspective on these next videos that we all need to discuss. And a lot of podcasters are afraid to discuss it because they have, you know, different people supporting them, this, that, and other, but I can care less. Especially at this point in time in my life, I can care less of who supports me or not. But the truth is going to get out. And I got to say what I got to say because I support Black. I'm always going to be Black. I was born Black and I'm going to stay Black. Point blank clear. So I got to do what I got to do. All right. So you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and put your comments in the comment section. And let's go. Let's do this, man. So we already know what Nafisha Collier said. And we know that the WNBA has a lot to work on, right? We all know what Angel Reese said about her organization, and we already know what Chicago Sky needs to do. Okay, we've been waiting to see what's going to happen between trading or asking for a trade or requesting a trade or whatever, but those things that remain to be seen. But what I do want to talk about is Shador Sanders, right? And the public execution of Black athletes with the voice. It's something that needs to be talked about. It's something that needs to be addressed. And I'm the guy for the job because I can care less because I'm going to keep it real with you. Shador Sanders is the 3rd string quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. And it's a lot of things that are going on right now. Yesterday, I found out that Shador has been kept at the 3rd string quarterback while Dylan Gabriel will get the start on Sunday. Okay. Joe Flacco has been benched, and we already knew that Joe Flacco wasn't the guy. We already knew that it was a lynch mob that had Shador where he's at in the first place. He should not have been a 5th round pick whatsoever. And the scrutiny that he gets and the things that are said about him from that time to now is obviously ridiculous. We already know the young man can play ball. We already know that he is a leader of the team. He is a starting quarterback in the league. But the public lynching of Shador Sanders is taking place right now. And I believe he's doing a great job of handling it. He's doing a great job of keeping his composure because let's be honest, a lot of us will lose our composure when we know that we're being screwed over at a job, where they're putting people over you, where they're letting certain people keep their job and they're letting you go. However, you know what I'm saying? We'll lose your cool. But this man is showing great poise and everything, and he's showing what a leader is all about while they're, you know what I'm saying, doing what they're doing and giving everybody else a shot instead of him. So let's go here, right? So there are some things said on ESPN by Rex Ryan that really, really rubbed me the wrong way. Really rubbed me the wrong way. And Rex Ryan is a guy that's always fiery, that's loud, that seems to have an attitude whenever he speaks his mind and speaks his heart. And he had this to say about Shador Sanders. Take a listen.
Shador Sanders, Stefanski is one of an outstanding coach. All right. But why the hell isn't he putting Shador Sanders? We're all waiting to see the Shador Sanders be the guy or Gabriel, whatever. Something's missing. Something's missing with this kid. This kid talks. He runs his mouth like I could be a starting quarterback with his arms crossed like this. Get your ass in the front row and study and do all that. If I know, the whole league knows. Quit being an embarrassment that way. You got the talent to be the quarterback. You should be. You should be embarrassed that you're not the quarterback now.
So this man went out and just owned Shador. For what reason? Number one, let me ask you a question. When has anybody ever cared about a fifth-round, third-string quarterback? See, they know, and we know, he should never be in that position in the first place. Shador should definitely be a starter of somebody's franchise in the National Football League. Point blank, period. This is the only third-string quarterback, fifth-round pick that has a camera in his face all the time, that has a mic shoved in his face all the time, because everybody knows that Shador Sanders should not be in this predicament that he's in. Shame on the Cleveland Browns. Shame on the coach. This man just said, Coach Stefanski is an excellent coach. Since when? Since when? He also said that Shador need to shut up, sit his behind down in the room, and study. Study from who? Joe Flacco, the old Joe Flacco, or this current Joe Flacco? I love Joe Flacco. I have no problem with Joe Flacco. I just knew he was old. You know what I'm saying? And now the time has passed him, and he, did great when he came off at the couch and led the Cleveland Browns to the playoffs with Amari Cooper a couple years ago. But that time has passed. So who should he be learning from? Because from our calculations, those who are really fans of the game, we saw what Shador Sanders can do when you have a line to protect them and receivers that can catch the ball from him. And then we saw when you put him out there with players that's not even in the league or on anybody's practice squad right now, that's not going to protect them and going to allow him to get sacked 8 times. We saw that too. So we saw what it looks like to put success around him, and we saw what it was like to take success away from him. So it's kind of weird that this man goes off on a tangent and says what he says about Shador Sanders, right? See, it's always a plot and a plan to shut up or humiliate the confident black athlete. Always. It's going on with Angel Reese right now. Now it's definitely going to go on with Fee. But thanks be unto God that everybody is agreeing with Fee. Now, I saw a little video of No Chill Gilbert Arenas, and I definitely don't agree with him at all. And sometimes he just needs to shut his stupid mouth up. But it's good to see that the players, even Caitlin Clark, is agreeing with Fee because that needed to be said. The right timing was on it. And the black woman's voice should always be heard, point blank, period. So now you're watching a young man that is getting tormented because of the last name that he carries. Not because of the skill that he possesses, not because of the athleticism that he holds, but because of the last name. And to this day, I'm trying to understand why people hate Deion anyway. He's a God-fearing man, one of the greatest athletes, if not the greatest, that we've ever seen that could play baseball and football in the same season. A man that spoke what he wanted to speak and actually did what he said, just like Muhammad Ali. So now his son is paying back that Mr. Whitey is mad about. For what? The man has the arm talent, he has the skill, has the legs, has the brain to lead a team into the right direction. So now, after Rex Ryan said what he said, and they went ahead and made Gilbert the starting quarterback, they put a mic back in Shador Sanders' face, and he did this.
Quarterback. Vocally, anything to say?
I guess it's fun. So it's one more. I guess what do you think you have to show? Show to the coaches just to have them have that belief in you that you can be ready.
What can you say?
How much has Joe been important to both you and Dylan in terms of your guys' development to this point?
Very
y'all might as well.
So, Shador, in Shador-like manner, pulled the silent treatment on him. You ask me something, every time I say something, you guys twist my words, just like they do Angel Reese. You guys make up stories that I never said, just like they do Angel Reese. So now, when you ask me something about something that you obviously know, I'm going to stay quiet on you. Yeah, and rightfully so. He had every right to do that. See, the thing about it is they want you to be the quiet little boy. Do as we say. Do as we say. Dance over here. Dance over there. See, sometimes, you know, it was a movie, The Great Debaters, with Denzel Washington in it, and the guy with the eye, the lazy eye. Oh my God, Forrest Whitaker. He played in that, and he told his son, you have to do what you have to do so you can do what you want to do. That's true in some cases, but when somebody's obviously trying to sabotage you, mess up your name, and try to own you, you have to fight back sometimes because it's not right. I understand life lessons and everything is going on. Sometimes you can take certain things away from certain situations and apply it to life. But in this situation here, sometimes you got to make a stand. And he made his stance. I'm not going to say anything about this. I'm going to smile, keep moving forward, and you guys are not going to put me in a position to where my character is judged. Now, obviously, somebody's going to have something to say about him staying silent and not saying anything back. Oh, it's immature. Because on ESPN again today, the conversation was had between Ryan Clark, Dan Orlowski, and Stephen A. Smith. Let's check out what they had to say.
He has to know that other people are going to look at him and consider that immature. I don't consider him immature. I think that he can play. I think that he's a leader. I think that a lot is prejudged when it comes to him. I think it's unfair. I can't wait to see him get his chance on the football field or whatever. I just think that at times, I wish people see ahead of time how they're going to judge you and how you should be. They shouldn't judge him. It's no big deal because every word he says, we micromanage, we dissect, and folks judge him accordingly. And I think that was his way of saying, you know what? If you don't hear anything that I have to say, okay, that's cool. And it's not a big deal, but folks are going to make it out to a big deal. I assure you there's going to be some people out there, pointing and using that to say there was immaturity there. I don't believe him to be that kind of a person, an immature person. I think he's a young man. I think he's highly intelligent. I think he's composed. I think he's been exposed to a lot more than a typical 5th round pick would have been exposed to.
Number one, everything when you're at that position, no matter where you rank on any kind of depth chart as a quarterback, everything you do and say is a job interview. In the NFL, every moment. I think the second thing is this. That 30 or 40 seconds, Stephen A., while he may not be an immature person, that's an immature moment. It is. Because does that 30 or 40 seconds help you in your own building? Is that moment, is there anybody in the Cleveland Browns that in that building that sit there and go, yep, that's a good moment for Shador. He shows growth or maturity or he handled that well or whatnot. He handled the disappointment. Because in my opinion, I would have had Dylan Gabriel the 1 and Shador the 2 this week. So my question is, why is Shador not the backup? We're moving on from Joe Flacco. We're trying to figure out who's the starting quarterback or if Gabriel can be a starter in this league. I want to also know that about Shador. So why is Shador not the backup? That would be a starting point for me. Is that helping you in your own building? And then is that helping you in your outside of your own building?
Adam Schefter posted, he believes it was in response to what Rex Ryan had to say about the confident answer he had, saying that I believe I can play in this league. Have you seen other quarterbacks in this league? That was his answer to it. That was his response to it. That if I don't say anything, then you can't then criticize me. And in my estimation, my opinion, my advice would be then actually don't say anything. Don't pantomime. Don't have fun.
Say no.
Don't enjoy it. Say, you know what? I'm the 3rd quarterback. I am working every single day to be the best I can be. Now, it's unfair to a 23-year-old who, in the way I see it, is in the most unique situation we've ever seen a young quarterback be in. There are no other 3rd quarterbacks on the depth chart getting interviewed every day. There are no other 3rd quarterbacks being asked, why aren't you number 2? Why aren't you starting? As Adam Schefter posted he believes it was in response to what Rex Ryan had to say about the confident answer he had, saying that I believe I can play in this league. Have you seen other quarterbacks in this league? That was his answer to it. That was his response to it. That if I don't say anything, then you can't then criticize me. And in my estimation, my opinion, my advice would be then actually don't say anything. What do you need to show to the world, to the organization, in order to be that guy? There is no blueprint to what Shador Sanders is dealing with. That is the pros and the cons of being Deion Sanders' son.
Yeah.
Right? That's part of it. And so, whereas I agree with what Dan is saying, that's a fair assessment of the situation.
Yeah.
There's also a part for Shador Sanders that all of this, the scrutiny, the way he's criticized, the wording that's used is unfair to him, but it's where he is. He has to be aware of that. He needs to be a company man. I feel like we're not, like, let's just be real.
His teammates.
You got to go be a company man. Like,
Totally.
Shador Sanders doesn't get to be Shador
Say
Sanders.
the corny answer.
You got to say the corny answer. You got to stick to the company line.
So you see that. Stephen A. Smith says he don't think this was immature, but, you know, you have to be careful, yada, yada, yada. And, of course, Dan Orlowski, the white guy, just call it is for what it is. Because as long as I've been knowing Dan, I don't ever recall him have anything positive to say about a quarterback who's different than him. He always dogged Dak Prescott, and I'm still waiting on an apology for what he said about Dak Prescott and them on Saturday and Sunday. They're going to get blown out, Dak going to lose, yada, 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 and Dak goes out and balls out. But he didn't apologize. He always been critical of the black quarterback all the time. Check the records. Check his records. Always been critical of the black quarterback all the time. So now Ryan Clark comes up the bat. Says all the right things, you know. You can agree to disagree on some things that he said, but to be the company guy and say all the corny things, well, I'll tell you like this. When he does do it, do he get praised for it? Because he's done it before. When he does do it, did it give him the opportunity to become quarterback number 2? No, it did not. They still have him at quarterback number 3. And the talent that this young man possesses do not deserve to be at QB number 3. You're wasting his days. I know you guys say, well, you know, Jordan Love sat behind, you know, what a name here. Jordan Love sat behind, what a name here. Jordan Love sat behind. Right, he sat behind. Right. And Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre. Some guys had to wait 5 years, but it shouldn't be like that with this guy. Look at the first round pick. Look at Mr. Cam. Look at Cam Ward. He got talent. But if you don't have a squad like that, you ain't gonna look too good. The Tennessee Titans don't even think they won a game yet, right? They haven't won a game. If you could tell me a quarterback that got picked before Shador, how they're doing right now. Please tell me so I can open my eyes and give credit where credit is due. I'm ready to do that at any point in given time. Can you please let me know the player that got picked up before Shador, how are they doing right now? See, something just don't sit right with this whole deal. You have a young man that has proven himself in college at each level, has always won. Went to a team with his father in Colorado, turned the franchise around, you know, and it's just like, wow, this man did all that, led the league in accuracy, percentage, and all that good jazz. And we come here and act like he don't know how to play the game of football. Tried to set him up. Brian Daboll and the Giants. Come on, man, you're the Giants. All the quarterbacks that left the Giants right now are doing extremely well on other teams. You want to go out there and kiss Jackson Dart on the face real hard as if y'all just won the Super Bowl. But the Giants ain't going nowhere. The Giants aren't going nowhere. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing how the NFL and a lot of these coaches and owners want the prototype of the white quarterback. A lot of them do. Because they always said that the black quarterback Can't win. Doug Williams won. Warren Moon almost won. Sean King with the Bucks before Chucky got there. He almost won, but they cheated him out of a call. I remember that. I'll never forget that. He was almost a Super Bowl winning quarterback. So now it continues. When is it going to stop? What has to happen? There's so many quarterbacks like Josh Allen right now that has the talent, has a squad, but can't get over the hump. He can run, he can maneuver, he can pass, got the attitude, got the right spunk, but he hasn't won a Super Bowl or even been there. They even changed the rule of overtime because we all know after the Cowboys game last week that a field goal should have won that, and that should have been it. But because they changed the rule because they wanted this white quarterback to win so bad against Patrick Mahomes, they said, okay, in overtime, we're going to make sure that the other team get a chance to score after their defense didn't stop their team from scoring. So we're going to change the rules so we can have this guy to win. He didn't get back there. Patrick Mahomes and the Philadelphia Eagles did. Now, I'm not an Eagles fan, but Jalen Hurts is a brother. And the young man is balling when he plays good or bad. He's still winning. Because that franchise know how to add and give the right chances and opportunities to those who deserves it and those who win it. So they add to him. We're going to keep adding to you so we can win. Now, that's a good owner right there. But the management for the Cleveland Browns here are pure idiots. They're showing their true colors. And if anybody that sides with them and try to make it seem like Shador Sanders is a problem as the third string quarterback, 5th round pick, why are there cameras in his face in the first place? Why are y'all talking to him? Why are y'all asking for his opinion? Why are y'all asking him anything? Oh, because it's must-see TV. Because you all know that that young man should not be in the predicament that he is. So now, a confident black man, you want to shut him up. You want to shut up LeBron James when he's talking, even though I'm not a LeBron James fan, but still I'm going to take up a black because I know it's right. You wanted to shut him up, he ain't shut up. Shut up and dribble. You want to shut Angel Reese up. She ain't shutting up. Girl living her best life right now. If she go to Unrivaled, great, because she haven't announced it yet, even though I hope she does, because I'm going. But can't shut her up. So now you want to shut Shador Sanders up. Let's keep him down. We don't want no attributes, no traits of his father in the NFL ever again. All those Colorado Buffaloes players that got drafted that's in the league right now. Y'all trying to screw this one up. See, it's a shame in this world where you can see the public lynching of these players, African-American men, women with power, with a voice, and certain things happen, they do it right in our face. And we sit here on podcasts and try to be rational about it and try to say all the right things, but I can care less. This is wrong. This is sad. That young man need to be playing on somebody's team as a starting quarterback. How do you give a man that just lost his job, still keep him in the second string, but a kid that outperformed both of them is sitting at number 3? We are witnessing the public lynching of the black African-American quarterback, the black African-American players. We're watching it right before our very eyes. I pray for Fee because what she did was speak nothing but truth with boldness. But the players are backing her up, so we're going to see what happens with the WNBA as it moves forward with the commissioner. She didn't deny anything that Fee said. So we shall see what happens. But this whole situation with Shador is horrible. So guys, I need you to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and share. Speak your mind. Because I'm definitely going to speak mine. I have nothing to lose. Truth is truth, especially when you're watching it. Because in school, they used to give us open book tests. The answers was right there in front of you. Mark it. Just like the answers are right in front of us right now. Mark it. You see it. Speak out on it. Don't be afraid. Your sponsors, if they're real sponsors, they're going to rock with you no matter what because you tell them the truth. And I thank you for all the sponsors that's entrusting Get Out Your Feelings Sports podcast. Thank you all for supporting the Jersey Dude and every other sponsor that I have. Really appreciate it. So you guys go ahead and comment and subscribe. And let's grow this family. Let's grow this channel. Let's continue to boost these numbers up, man, because the documentary is doing well. Y'all go back and watch the latest one that I dropped last night. Very, very, very positive. Very awesome. Very awesome, especially the message at the end. Y'all check that out. Check that out, Caitlin Clark fans. Y'all look at that. All right? Y'all have a blessed one. We'll be back around, I'll say about 7-ish. Yeah, about 7-ish with the next documentary. And y'all have a blessed day. Hey, look, moving on to Friday tomorrow. So y'all have a great Thursday night. Have an even better Friday. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. There's a whole lot of podcasting going on, but ain't none like this one, though. Hey! Get out your feelings. Hey! Come on. Like my page, like my style, like my flame. Get out your feelings. Hey! Like my page, like my style, like my flame. Get out your feelings.